I did it. Hold on whilst I don't know why I do these live streams and, like, really don't tell anyone. Like, I kinda think I might do it, but here's the thing with my schedule. Let me just do this. No, that's not what I wanted. I'm so sorry. With my schedule, it's really hard for me to be able to, like, really get this ish scheduled the way that I'd like to. So, that's the that on that. Hold on. Let me figure out how do I oh, I just forgot how to do everything in here, y'all. Hi Cecily, hi Rob, hi Jen, hi Tamia, Consuelo, hi. Listen, y'all, I have already forgotten how to do things. Like I already forgot. Like I'm sitting here like, how do I go and do the things? Like, how do I oh, there we go. I remembered now. Everything's fine. Look away, but look at me. So that's the thing. That's what I have to do right quick is I have to do a pin comment. Okay. All right. So we're starting off with Felisa. Okay. And let me do this and boom. And then let me do this. And then also let me do that. Okay. So I have all the things, y'all. I'm sort of halfway winning at life. All right. So 10 things I hate about you. This one I don't actually hate. I actually fully enjoy 10 things I hate about you. Um, I think because we had everything. We had young Heath Ledger before like he was everything. And then we have Joseph Gordon-Levitt in an underrated role. And then we also have obviously Julia Stiles and her iconic um wasn't it was it which Biggie song was she dancing to? Hot, sicker than your average. Is that it? Was that the one? So we have that like dancing on the table, knocking her head, falling over. We have the weird guy who's the dad, who also went on to play the dad in the show, I think, because obviously he had nothing else to do. But I did enjoy 10 Things I Hate About You. The only thing I really don't like is the end, like where she's like, talk about how she doesn't hate him at all. And she kind of, because she has like, Julia Stiles has a cry face that makes you want to cry as well. And then you don't know why you want to cry. At least I don't. So, yeah. So that's the one. So I feel like that's the one that I enjoy. See if I enjoy any other ones. That is true. I know, Felisa, but I like that one because it was like a Shakespeare play that I actually did enjoy. Cecily, not night and day. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all why I hate night and day. I'm going to tell you why I hate night and day. First of all, the weird running joke that Cameron Diaz's character just keeps getting drugged, falling asleep, waking up in a new location, changed by Tom Cruise. Also, please keep in mind, y'all, whenever I talk about movies in general, TV shows, I generally don't remember the character's name. I don't know why I'm like this. I know the actor's name. It's either one or the other. But also, Cameron Diaz, I feel like her entire career, her talent has been wasted on these like really shitty rom-coms. I'm just gonna say that up front. Her talent has been wasted. If you have not seen Any Given Sunday, that is to me where her real acting skills shone through. I feel like she was a good actress, but she just wasted it in these like horrible movies. And it's depressing, honestly, because when you see her performance in Any Given Sunday versus like her weird, like small booty circle shaking and her like laugh thing that she did and her like big blue-eyed thing. Like it's just it's sad. So like I do not like Night and Day. I tried to watch it. I didn't even try to watch it. Here's the thing. I leave Tubi on for my son, who is Bo, my dog. So I leave Tubi on for him. And leaving Tubi on means that it just plays other movies. So it's played night and day. And I saw the whole movie and I was just like, this, how did she even fall in love with this weirdo? First of all, you're kidnapping me and you're drugging me. No, I'm out. I'm out. All right, let's see. I'm gonna start pulling these up. Ooh, he's just not that into you. Okay. This movie, it's one of those. I don't know if y'all remember this, but there was like this period of time where they kept making these like kind of anthology type movies. They like it's Quentin Tarantino's fault, and then everybody just started deciding that they could do it with like everything. So they did it with like he's just not that into you. And there's just like several different little stories that go it's just and of course he falls for her. There's no reason also, there's no reason for her to not think she's cute. She was the woman who played Snow White in that show on Disney. I'm like, she was the woman who played. So like, I I hate hate that with the fire of a thousand suns. And I really don't like that whole like, I'm a stupid girl and I'm gonna rely on a guy to tell me like what I'm doing wrong so that I can get a guy. Like I wasn't into it. Like, even though my ex-boyfriend, Justin Long, is in that movie. I still it's still a negative ghostwriter. And am I wrong in that there's cheating in this movie where like um is it Bradley Cooper? Is he in that? I know that Jennifer Connelly, is she in that too? Mm, mm. Yes, you have to be skilled. You have to be skilled. Like, oh, okay. Bridget Jones's Diary. Why do I hate it? From start to finish, Bridget is a whole fucking mess. And I truly don't understand the appeal. This is one of those movies where I really like it. This was a movie that made me question white women in general, like just in general. I was like, is this what y'all do? Like I didn't I I just I just Colin Firth, first of all, I don't know why, but I find him like I like that he is so stuffy. Like he is a straight man that I'm like, okay, I would let you cuddle me in bed. But like while I'm asleep. I know that that sounds weird, but like I'm a super cuddler when I'm asleep. Cuz like then I desire human touch and connection, but I can't stand it while I am awake. It infuriates me. So so Bridget has to choose. First of all, she's getting used by Hugh. Like, girl. And she doesn't see it. And then like she blames everything on her weight and she just eats all this like, girl, get it together. Like get your shit together without a man. I feel like that was like in all of the movies, aren't there three of them? Like she just can't get herself together. I don't I don't get it. I'm never gonna get it. I'm never gonna understand it. I've seen all three of them, um, because I will watch a rom-com. I don't even think that I hate watch them. I genuinely am just like, I wonder if this one doesn't suck. You know what I mean? Like, is this good? I saw one the other day on Netflix. And I was like, I hate it. It's terrible. Oh, my best friend's wedding is god awful because how fucking dare you? How dare you? How dare you, Julia Roberts? And the fact that people were rooting for her to win another Cameron Diaz movie, isn't it? And it has that one guy who doesn't look like this anymore. The dark-haired guy who was like, blah, blah, blah. But I hate everything about that because I cannot imagine you being friends with somebody, waiting for them to fall in like, he already told you his feelings one time, and you were like, "I'm not into you like that," and then you stayed friends, and then he finds the love of his life, and you have the fucking nerve to show up and decide that you love him now. You're trying to, like, ruin this poor girl's wedding, who is very excited to meet you, by the way, because he has spoken highly of you as his best friend. And all you've done is try to sabotage and snatch. Like, you are the worst. You are the worst kind of person. That's why I shared that, like, that TikTok where that girl was like, just swallow that down, swallow that back. Don't fix your lips to say, do not fix your lips to ruin my wedding. Absolutely. Like, no, we're gonna have a problem. We're gonna have 17 problems if we're gonna be honest. Like, do you know how much she would not be my friend? Like, it wouldn't have ended with us being like, "Oh," I would've been like, "Bitch, not only are you not in my wedding, but I never wanna see you again. Like, don't ever like, we had an opportunity, it ended, and now here you are trying to ruin things. I hope you have the day you deserve, you ungrateful bitch." I'm so mean. I'm like, Rami, wait a minute. You said you like it because Julia Roberts lost. Oh my God. I'm so done with you. And it was refreshing to have a rom-com where she was the villain, but it happens in real life. Yeah. The character. I just don't remember their names. So for anybody just joining, I never remember the character names in any movie. I literally only remember like I remember one or the other. But most of the time I remember the actor's name, and so they just get called that over and over again. Rupert, that's it. That guy. He looks significantly different now though. Like so much more different. Sir. Let me I'm kind of scrolling back up because I'm looking to see. I feel like the hairs on my arms like kind of moving around and and I don't feel like I don't like that. Like I feel like there's a disturbance in the air. 40-year-old virgin. It's like this is a love-hate relationship, mostly love. Because I did like that it was about like a dude who was awkward. Um, and we all and like none of us can forget him getting waxed. Like that happened in real life. And he like, can you imagine? I just wow. But like I like the way that he's trying to like get out of his shell, but I also wish that movies with awkward guys like or with guys who were virgins weren't also that they were just like awkward guys. I kind of wish that maybe they were just like normal dudes who just like didn't find somebody that they wanted to be with in that way. So but I think it's so cute. Like, I actually just think it's a really cute movie. Like, I think it's I think it ends up being cute because I feel like it wasn't he didn't get with someone who was like stupid hot and like so amazing. I do feel like that was a nice part about it. Like, yeah, there we go. There you go. Bless you. Um because I just feel like it was nice that they didn't do the I like that they didn't do the usual thing where they're like awkward guy gets like ridiculous like supermodel, which doesn't even make sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, how does he end up with a supermodel? And and I know that somebody is gonna say, bless you, Pete Davidson and Kim K. Celebrities are different. That's different. That doesn't Hitch. First of all, I don't like any movie that Kevin's in. I don't like that man. I don't think he's funny. I'm sorry. I don't like I didn't like his show, King of Queens or whatever. I don't like him. I don't think that he is remotely hilarious. Uh, and I liked the idea of like a dating coach because I feel like that's especially at the time and even now that would be still kind of unheard of. I feel like that energy was still a little like alpha chad, but like I do like the idea of like a dating coach to be like, "Hey, just like how do you talk to ladies?" you know? But the point isn't to turn you into someone else. You know what I mean? The point is for you to get comfortable being yourself. And I really hate that they basically made a man makeover movie. Like Kevin James is not funny. I'm sorry. Everything he's in, all he does is just be like, that is Kevin James's comedy. You're welcome. Listen, here's what's going to happen. In a year from now, I'm going to have let's 75,000 subscribers on my channel. And Kevin James is going to happen upon like somehow that this like little section, it's going to it's going to be the thing that blows up my channel because Kevin James will happen upon it. And he will agree that that is his comedy and that it is terrible. And then my I will have 10 million subscribers. The next best thing. Wait, I have to go look at this one because I remember this and then I'm like, wait, I gotta type it up because sometimes I have to see things. Hold on. Thank you for oh no. Oh no. Oh no, not this. Isn't this where Rupert's face started to change a bit? First of all, I just need to explain something. I hate Madonna as an actress, okay? I I hate Madonna as an actress. Um with like every ounce of my being, every piece of my spirit. I don't think that she is a good actress. I feel like all they ever do is make her less blonde. And then they're like, look, it's Madonna, not being, but I'm like, but she's being Madonna. And I don't know. I really don't like any rom-com with children, just generally. Generally. I does she? I don't like it. Um, like, wait, Yanni, you don't like Madonna overall? Because I thought British Madonna was a hoot. Holly, I agree. I hate Madonna as an actress. I do prefer JLo as an actress instead of a singer because really all she's ever going to do as a singer is constantly like, let's get loud. And we're like, okay, we get it. She cannot not say let's get loud at like every opportunity. It's very annoying. Sit down, JLo. We know. I'm also going to be watching her movie, Marry Me. I'm going to watch it because what is her movie? Made in Manhattan. I enjoy that piece of shit. I greatly enjoy it. It is a trash movie, but it's the kind of trash that makes you feel good. You know what I mean? It's like when you are like just on a walk, and you see that somebody has put out something that they're like, oh, like a desk or something. You're like, oh, a desk, and they're like, well, if it's here when I drive by to pick it up, then it's an omen. And then you drive by, the desk is still there. You now have a desk. You know. Shannon, oh my god, you have to get on the JLo movies. Like, don't watch enough though. Enough is first of all, it's not a rom-com because we'll do action movies next. But don't I enjoy that piece of shit. Please make that an official review. Uh Legally Blonde is a rom-com. It is. Because it's there is comedy, there's romance. Um, if it was just about her becoming a lawyer and had nothing to do with like the dude, but Legally Blonde is a really good movie, and that is actually a good time. I have a very good time, fun time with it. Um, I don't really have any bad things to say about it. I like it because it was very subversive. First of all, we will be doing a horror movie one as well. We're probably going to do a lot of these lives this month or like for the next, yeah, this month. Um, I don't know if you'll know this, but a storm is blowing through Texas, another winter storm. I'm scheduled to move on Friday. Uh, and we don't know if that's going to happen. It might have to happen on Saturday, and I really don't know what to do about that. I like came fresh out of the shower. Look at how like shiny I am. I'm like, look at how greasy I am. I still have makeup on, but like the bend and snap was the dumbest move ever. Well, I mean, yeah, but it's like, no, no, no. Oh, Holly. While Clueless is iconic and it is a fun time, we need to discuss why it is that so many movies, especially with white people, have like I'm gonna say no, I'm gonna say it. Have incest, like incestual, like relationship. Why incestuous relationships? Why? Here's the thing. I know that Josh isn't her brother. See, character or actor. I know that Josh, played by Paul Rudd, isn't her blood brother. I get that. Completely understand it. Doesn't matter that like it's still gross. It's still gross to me. Um I I can't get past it. Like when I became an adult and I realized like and I really thought about I was like, "Ugh," I can't get past that. But I still like the movie. Like I still like it, but I can't. I have not seen Brown Sugar yet. I'm still stuck in my like Deliver Us from Eva, which is like one of my all-time favorite rom-coms. Excuse me. Like it's just I can't deal with the fact that she's like, wait a minute, I love Josh. I'm like, you love your brother? Oh. There, I know that there is an entire adult film section of movies that host that, and I don't understand. To each their own, legally. So now I feel like I have to go watch Brown Sugar. Let me make sure I haven't seen it though. Wait, let me double triple check because I watch so much stuff, and then there's other stuff that I ADHD watch, which is a whole thing. Mm-mm. Let's see. I feel like I have seen that, but I don't remember. I need to go back and rewatch that because I have seen that movie. Holy smokes. I haven't seen it in a long time. So undecided. Undecided. Easy A. Emma. We have Emma Stone in that, right? And then like a guy. And then like a guy. This one is complicated because I really do like kind of the take on the Scarlet Letter, right? And I really do enjoy the concept of owning like the slutitude, but the way the people end up really trying to make her feel like super shitty and awful to where she no longer feels good about herself anymore, I feel like takes away from it a little bit. So, but I still love it. Like, I still love it. I think it's like a very good message of kind of, well, not, I like it because I think that it's very telling that many times, like for instance, when somebody calls you a bitch and you're a woman and they're like you're a bitch and you're like, yeah, I know. And there's a level of like taking it, right? Where you're like, I'm gonna take this ownership and just be like and throw it back at you. I love that. Because that makes you feel better. But the problem is at some point it does, like, sometimes people can say things in a way that starts to harm you, or people around you can say it and, like, suddenly it doesn't make you feel good anymore, and, like, they kind of end up taking your power back. So I like that, like, she took the power back and then felt like it was she took on all the power, and then she was becoming powerless, and then she took her power back again at the end. So I still like that. I love that. Just One of the Guys, Vision of You. Yeah, 80s. Okay, for I'm gonna start like hold on. Let me see if I can like start putting up some of the pictures of these movies so that you'll know. Because this is honestly one of the best movies ever made. I love this movie so much. Joyce Heiser's in it. She plays Terry Griffith. And I y'all, this movie, let me get to the images. Let me see if I can pull up like okay. Okay. This is one of those gender bender movies that was like so popular at the time. Let me see if I can um okay, it's like we have slides. I'm like, okay. All right. Great. Mm, um no, cancel that. Let me just do it over here. Okay. I'm like over here trying to get the image of the movie so that it's like, oh my God, stop moving. Oh my God, stop moving. It's still moving. Okay. Oh my God, it's only $10.33 on Davida. It's only $10.33 on Davida, y'all. It's one of the like greatest movies ever made. Anyways, so this movie was a gender bender movie. It is, in my opinion, very, very fantastic. It's about a girl named Terry who ends up masquerading as a boy so, to write the story to understand men, and she ends up really being able to see um like a guy who's kind of a nerd or whatever and what he actually goes through every day. So that is just one of the guys. That's what it looks like there. I'm not doing a good job with pictures, and for some reason it's like, hey, do you want to see all this Sephora shit? And I'm like, no. But that is, I really like that movie. And she was gorgeous, both. Like, yeah, she was gorgeous solamente, like just yeah. I feel like that was like I okay, somebody said Grease 1 and 2. I hate Grease 1. I love Grease 2. Unpopular opinion. Grease 2 is better than Grease 1. The songs are more fun. It's more ridiculous. Michelle freaking fracking Pfeiffer, Adrian Zemed. It is a masterpiece. Maxwell Caulfield, like this was this is phenomenal. Listen, Cool Writer is one of the best songs literally ever. Cool Writer is fantastic. I want to see OOLRIDER. Yes. If he's cool enough, he can burn me through and through. Oh, if it take like that song was my life. All right. Grease 2 is better. Okay. Because first of all, Stephanie Zanoni. I mean, I said this before. One of the best lines in that movie. Like there's a part where she's like, from the front, from the front, this is the perfect nose. From the side, this nose does not belong on this face. And Stephanie Zanoni replies and says, so dump the face and keep the nose. I used to know all of the words. Okay. Okay. There's a whole thing about like consent and being able to like make sweet love. Right. and he's trying to trick her into it. And she realizes that he tricks her, and she's mad. She's like, "Nope, absolutely not." She gets mad. Louis Damucci, like Damucci's in it. Damucci, y'all, come on. This is Grease 2 is the best. Grease 2 is so because Stephanie Zanoni, stays being Stephanie Zanoni. All right. Maxwell Caulfield is smart, but also learns how to ride a motorcycle. He is both things. He is both the cool writer and the smart guy. And Stephanie is still dumb, but beautiful. Dumb and beautiful. Oh my gosh. Yes, let's do it for our country. We owe it to our country. Let's do it. Cause like the whole thing is a double entendre. She thinks like gonna do things for the country that isn't sex. Reproduction. Yes. I don't think he even knows what a piston is. I got your piston right here. Where does the pollen go? Listen, we are going to definitely watch Grease 2 at a watch party. Patreon watch party. We're going to watch Grease 2. I watch it every single day. Listen. Oh my God. I did not like the season song. That's the only song I didn't like. I only like it when the finale part where like Stephanie Zanoni comes through and like does that thing where she breaks through the song and she helps them win. Like, this is how much I love Grease 2. I would have a tub of cookies and cream ice cream, lactose intolerant, tub of cookies and cream ice cream. And I would just sit there eating it. And I would watch it and I'd sing all the songs and do all the things. And then it would end. This was on VHS, y'all. I would rewind the tape and watch it again. And the twins are in it. Okay, I'm going to look for another movie. Can't Buy Me Love. I hate it. Okay. It is a classic, but I loved it as a kid, right? Hate it as an adult. And the reason I hate it so much is because he bought her. And when she reveals he bought her, he looks bad. And she does it for terrible reasons. She's like mad, right? And outs him because she's mad. I like, girl, what? You outed this man because you were jealous? Like, you couldn't just be honest? And you still had, anyways, it was just, it just like really, because like I know he's supposed to be made to be the bad guy, and normally I'm like, listen, you won't find me necessarily like defending men, but in this situation, I was like, he paid for you, and you accepted payment, and then you outed him. You are mean. You are a horrible, horrible person. Like, he asked to buy you for $200 and you accepted the $200, then that means that you can't act like that. You can't like go back. Rude. Wait. Hi, Nanda. Can't Hardly Wait. So I still really love Can't Hardly Wait. However, it has not aged well. There's an F slur in there. It has not aged well at all. It is still one of my all-time favorites, though. There's just like there's so many fun things happening. Melissa Joan Hart's in it. you know? That weird squiggly guy's in it with the teeth and the nose and the funny hair. He had the black hair. He was the nerd who ends up like just going balls to the wall singing Paradise City. Thank you, Arcina. Like, yeah, yes. He paid for the dress she did. He did deserve better. Like he really I listen, because I know in real life, allegedly, that guy is a total douchebag in real life. Like he's douchey. But in that situation, I am on his side. He got what he wanted, which was like for his senior year to be a cool guy, not be a nerd. That's really where we got our slow clap from. The like the best slow clap came from that movie. Oh, you are speaking my language, D. I love Drive Me Crazy. I know it's terrible. I get it. I get it. But I love it. I love it. They get into each other's worlds, you know? Here's the thing. When he gets mad about her like making him over, basically being like, I'm doing all this stuff for you. You're not really doing anything for me. I need you to come hang out my hangouts. She's like, okay, I can do that. And she does. She does. Not only does she do the hangout, but she hangs out well. She hangs out with his friends. She makes his ex-girlfriend, played by Allie Larder, just realize that she was something to be reckoned with. She fits in his world and he fits in hers. The makeover wasn't even needed. It was such a good time. I had such a good time. Like, it is so fun. It is such a fun time. I end up enjoying it. Uh Especially the girl's Bo. Her name was Bo, and she was like they used to call her well, I don't want to get into that. But I love that. Yeah, his ex-girlfriend was hot because Allie Larder was Allie Larder. The Britney Spears songs. She's all that. Listen, here's what I'm going to say. It gets a lot of shit today, right? Obviously. And here's the thing that I like I like to separate when I talk about whether or not I like a movie, especially an old movie. I have to separate between times, right? By today's standards, it's looking back on it, didn't age well and it's very embarrassing. By that time standards, it was actually fun and interesting. Like for instance, Matthew Lillard's character was very much on brand for what was happening at that time because I don't think people realize that like the real world and shows like that were really starting to take off and people were actually making careers out of being on reality shows, which was unheard of. You know what I mean? They were getting popular. They were showing up on other things. So Matthew Lillard's character was like actually really very smart and funny if you like think about it from that perspective. All of the like the bet situation that was like honestly that has been going on for quite a while. That's just been a thing in movies. I'm not going to say it's good or bad. It's bad, obviously. I said I wasn't going to say it. I'm like, it's bad, obviously. It's a vehicle by which to move a plot along. I wish they would come up with another vehicle, but it obviously doesn't age well because there's no world in which Rachel Lee Cook was ugly, like none. There's zero world with or without glasses, with or without ponytail, dirty overalls, even in that ridiculous like onesie leotard thing that she had on, still still good looking. You know what I mean? Like obviously, the fact that these people at the school are like, "Oh, Lady Boggs," you know what I mean? Like, are y'all serious? Like y'all couldn't see underneath all that? Cause like she was a hottie from jump. Like y'all stupid. And it's weird that like she had to remove glasses. So that whole thing, okay. Um, but like I still like that movie. I think it was a fun time. Usher's in it, you know? Like they have that song, like Fat Boy Slim was like big at the time. Right about now. The Funk Soul Brothers, check it out now. I'm doing the dance. And so like it's a good time. By today's standards, didn't hold up well, and a lot of sleazy shit's happening. But like, You had Paul Walker in that movie. All right. He also R.I.P. was it's kind of sleazy, but still. Um, yeah. I think it was a good time. It was a good time. Like I have not seen the new Scream yet. I'm finishing up Dexter, and I have to watch the new Scream and the new Halloween. Y'all, I have been working. It's like it's this is one of the few 12-hour days I've gotten away from. Like I'm like, yay, I didn't have a 12-hour day. There's always some movie where some white girl takes off her glasses and then bam, they pretty. Yeah, and I'm like, but she was pretty before. It's like every time they try to convince me that Sandra Bullock is not attractive in some movie, and I'm just like, you can't, you can't convince me of that. There was another one that I was looking for. Hackers. First of all, I will never hate Hackers. Hackers is one of the greatest cinema, like it's ever made. There's hacking. Okay, can we just get into the fact that Angelina Jolie is in this movie? Okay, okay. Now we need to get into the fact that she is burn, acid burn, and she is a hacker. Not just a hacker. She is the best hacker at their school. Like she's the best. She's the best. Okay. Now, let us discuss the fact that this movie at no point has the dudes be weird at all that their best hacker is a girl. This was in the 90s, y'all. Never make mention of her being a her or a girl or good for a girl. Like her friends don't. You know, her friends don't make mention of like, blah, blah, blah. She is a phenomenal hacker. She is hot. There's a lot of gender bending in this and a lot of like that is my symbol for any time there's like some every time I do this, it's like gender bending and fetish. There's a lot of that. If there's latex or leather, like listen, there's just a lot of that. A lot of rubbing, you know? It's a good love story. And how do they connect? By hacking. There's they're like, "Oh, how do we show that we like each other? Let's see who can be the best hacker." Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. That's right. The hoodoo voodoo, what you don't dare do, people. That's right. You're welcome. Listen. The way that my mind works kind of hurts my feelings, but also my feelings aren't hurt at all. Like, oh, wait, wait, wait. I found this is the one. There's a lot of in that. Okay. Even though a Dodge Caravan cannot drive like that at all, period. I This movie is so fun. Like their marriage is boring. Why? Because they're both masking. When they remove the masks, they find love, true love. Is this the movie where like I divorce it from that situation? I watched the movie in all of its glory, all of the ass kicking, bullet flying glory that it was. That was the time where Brad Pitt was actually attractive. I say this because a lot of times I don't find Brad Pitt attractive at all. I'm so sorry. Uh, like in any of the Ocean's movies, gross. All of them. He is disgusting. I'm like, you cannot be tragically homosexual. I have not seen Catch and Release. I don't think I've seen that. Cool World is another very, very good. That is a good like action romantic comedy-ish. It's like action romantic comedy. I like that one. That is very good. Sorry, I had sniffles. That is very good. I actually really like that. I forgot and I sat down and watched it one random day. Like I feel like last month and I was like, "Oh, this shit was good." I forgot because I feel like I was always walking in the middle of it. Um no. No, he is not. No. No. 9 ner. I think that people think that Brad Pitt is attractive because he does like a kind of sideways thing and he has like a nice smile. You know what I mean? Like he kind of looks mischievous. I like to say should you say mischievous or is it mischievous or is it mischievous? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I always forget that there's like a small delay. And so like I have moved on from like that whole thing. Thank you for coming. Ooh, cupcakes to smash in your face. Yay, I want cupcakes. I also want more Victoria's Secret like sweatpants. I know they're expensive and I know that it's dumb, but they're super soft and they make me feel really comfortable after. Oh, you have unlocked demon level because this movie, I at one point, I was prepared to do an entire video about this movie, y'all, because okay. We're gonna go through this. All right. This is gonna be the last one because I've been here for how long have I been here? 40 minutes. So this is what we're gonna end on because this is the think piece is coming. Okay. I'm having to look at them because I'm gonna go through couple by frickin' couple. And we are going to get here because I hate it. With every ounce of my soul. It makes me so angry. So, first of all, we're going to talk about Regina Hall and she played Candace and she is with Terrence. Let's talk about those two. Disgusting. This man is a mama's boy of the highest order, bringing his mama out on dates. Listen, there is no way, absolutely no way, that some book, first of all, Steve Harvey, his teeth and his mustache should have just stayed out of women's business. All of them things stayed out of women's business. Stay out of women's business. I don't know why it's so hard. Stay out of women's business. For his for the advice to be for her to somehow show him and usurp the mother, no, no, no. What needs to happen is you need to look this grown man in his face and be like, it's either me or your mama. We ain't playing these games. Like I am the one who was in the bed doing that twisty thing that you like. Your mama ain't, and I sure hope that she is not doing that thing because then we'll have even bigger fish to fry. Disgusted. You like there's Regina Hall, by the way, gorgeous, gorgeous. You cannot tell me. And I know she has a son. I know she has a son. And the whole point was like she has to stick by this mama's boy. Her beautiful ass. Nah, no, no. Like there's no reason that in the movie her having a son. No, no. She was too fine. She was too fine. She's too fine. So already disgusted. Her whole thing was like having to do that. Absolutely not. Next up, we have Michael Ealy, who is going to be with Taraji P. Henson, Dominic and Lauren. I need you to understand the absolute hatred I have for this pairing. It It makes me want to pull my eyeballs out of the sockets, put them in saline solution to get them nice and clean, and put them back into my eyes to make sure that I am seeing what I am seeing. Makes me want to pull my ears out and then like the inner part just broop, and then put it back in broop, so that I can confirm that I'm hearing what I'm hearing. Because the advice for this very successful, beautiful woman who has her own damn money is to settle. You cannot tell me, period, that that makes sense. That like her successful ass should have been looking lower, looking underneath her to find a man. You're trying to tell me that there's a, and look, they throw Morris Chestnut in at the end, who she should have been with, period. Okay? Because first of all, Morris wasn't a liar. Wasn't a liar. You know who is a liar? Dominic. Dominic is a liar. He shows up because he is working as one of them car jockeys. I don't know their official name. I'm going to call him a car jockey. And there ain't nothing wrong with being a car jockey. All right. But he takes off in this car after her and she thinks it's his car. He does nothing to dissuade her. He then enlists the help of his baroque ass friends to help him convince her that he is a man with money. And she has to find out that he's not. Anyways, embarrassing, humiliating. She never should have taken him back. I would have thrown him in the garbage, not because he was broke, but because he was a liar. Because he was a liar. Liar. Next up, we have Megan Good, who, by the way, blossoming, y'all, blossoming. She is going through a divorce. That is unfortunate, but she herself is blossoming. So, congrats, Megan. Anyways, Megan Good. And what is that man's name? Romani Malco. I can never say that man's name. He plays Zeke. All right. So the advice for her to think like a man, all right, is for her to not give up the cookie for 90 days. 90 days. All right. This whole premise of like men losing interest in you once they get it. First of all, everybody loses interest. Any and everybody can lose interest once they get it. But here's the problem. How is this? The whole plan is like you're creating mystery. You're the one woman he can't have. And like, so here's the thing. Some men are diabolical. They will be with you for 90 days. And on the 91st day, once they hit it, are still gonna leave. So the fact that she has to deny herself her own sexual pleasure so that this man will pay attention to her. Disgusting. Disgusting. She is a gorgeous, beautiful woman who just happens to choose the wrong men. And it's not because you're sleeping with them, doll. It's literally because you're choosing these base bottom dirt pieces. Chris Brown is in this movie and he can't ever remember her name throughout the whole damn thing. Wasn't that on brand? Anyways, it's like at no point is it choose better or like have better rules for yourself. It's just like, just withhold the cookie and then he will just magically fall in love with you, which he does. And he's the player. You know what I mean? Like everybody's matched up. So he's the player and she's like not trying to get played. And that advice has been trash for so long. So long, because I can't tell you the amount of times myself and other people I know tried to play this like weird game of don't give it up or when you give it up. It doesn't work. It does not work because the person has to be genuinely interested in you, period. And if they aren't, then it doesn't matter whether or not you give it up. All right? It doesn't matter. They're still not interested, period. Next up, Gabrielle Union and that punk ass Jeremy. All right. So Jeremy, Her name is Kristen in the movie. They have been together since college. And for some reason, she refuses to fix her lips to tell this man that she wants to marry him. Instead, she just sits there at every occasion while he buys her everything but a fucking ring, but a ring. She just sit there and be like, this is great. And instead of her just having like an actual conversation with him and saying, like, listen, we've been together a while. And I like 9 years, been together 9 years. I want to get married. If you don't want to get married, just let me know. But like, where's this going? Because I don't know if you've looked around our home lately, but we are living like college kids and we're adults. She has to push him. She has to push him to get him where she wants him to be. I don't think that any healthy relationship should involve pushing. Unless you're having a baby, in which case, push away, I guess. Unless the doctor says not to push yet, and then don't. But it is just like the type of insanity that you would have to literally never just speak to the man. And like all of the things are like every single one of these relationships are literally like nobody just wants to communicate. Very annoying. The last one is Kevin Hart, who plays Cedric, and Wendy Williams, who plays Gail. I don't really care what happens with them, to be honest, because like you never actually see Wendy. She's just on the phone. And yeah. And then there's that one white dude Gary Owen, but you don't really see anything happening with because his relationship is happy. So the whole premise of this movie is that these women read Steve Harvey's shitty book and start following these rules so that they can have a relationship, right? They're like, I want to have a successful relationship. So they follow these bullshit ass rules and they're doing that. And then the men find out. And then instead of the men being like, wow, I didn't realize that like this is instead of them thinking it through, they use this against the women to like, I don't know, beat them at their own game. Infuriating. And it's just like, why wouldn't you literally see that if she has gone to Steve fucking Harvey for advice on how to deal with you, maybe you should shape up. Because she has gone to hell at this point. She has gone down to the very bottom, the crust of hell. You know what I'm saying? She's gone down to the crust of hell to figure out how to deal with you. Maybe you should have some understanding. Just a thought. Have some understanding. The literal basement of hell. Opened it, went inside, on fire, to talk to Steve Harvey for advice on how to, like, maybe you should give her a break. Damn. And that is how I feel about Think Like I fucking hate it. Makes me furious. So thank y'all for coming and playing the game of the romantic comedy throw. We'll be doing more of these because one, I enjoy them. I think it's fun. I think the next one we might do action movies, but I'm not sure. I'll rotate them. But they are going to just be kind of pop-ups because we don't have the ability to schedule stuff, y'all. And I wish that I did, but I don't. Sir, I want to just throw out like a huge before I leave. If you enjoyed this, please do a favor and subscribe. I am trying to hit 13K by my birthday. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would like it if y'all did subscribe and help me get there. I want to say a huge thank you to all of my patrons and channel members. Y'all have really just made things so much easier. You've been helping to get little things here and there, like, my background and yearly subscriptions to things that help me to run this channel. So I really thank all of you. Packing has not been going great because I've been working 12 hours a lot. So, Angie, don't worry. I'm keeping it up, and I'll be putting a different thumbnail and all of that at some later date, whatever. But I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you are in Texas, prepare for the storm. I'll be out in it. It'll be nice and cold, and I will be hating life. But much love. It costs $0 to be kind. It's so good for your soul. Because if you don't take care of it, you're damn right I'm going to snatch yours. Until next time, XO. XO. Goth